Her dad overhears the conversation and goes to the basement where he reveals the existence of a secret room behind a bookshelf. 3 months later, Sarah graduates. In a conversation Sarah has with her mom, it is revealed that her father has been spending more time in the basement, his man cave. When Irene leaves the house, Don tricks Sarah into the basement as she helps him carry a box there. He takes her into the secret room, telling her it is a bomb shelter made by the previous owner. He locks her in the room and she screams in panic, calling for help. Unfortunately, nobody can hear her as the shelter is soundproof. Her mother, worried about her whereabouts, calls the police. On the 4th day, her father visits her and coldly explains the logistics of her captivity. From now on, she will have to earn everything she gets, even the clean ventilated air. Before he leaves, Don is taking advantage of Sarah. A cop visits the family, saying that she has likely left for a planned long trip across the country. Her mother does not believe that Sarah would ever leave home without saying goodbye, especially before her 18th birthday. Alone and afraid, Sarah reminisces about her nights spent with Chris as the days go by. Chris comes to the house. Don lies to him and tells him that after graduation, Sarah ran away with her childhood neighbor Steve. On the 21st day of captivity in the basement, she celebrates her 18th birthday and her dad brings her a cake and a red nightgown as a gift. She asks for a clock and he tells her that she has to do something for him so that he does something for her. When she disobeys him, he beats her. Almost a year after her captivity, she is revealed to be pregnant and her water breaks. All alone, she gives birth to a girl named Marie. 4 years later, Sarah is pregnant again. Don lives a secret double live, one with his wife Irene and daughter Amy, and another in the basement with Sarah and her daughter Marie. Still worried about the whereabouts of Sarah, Irene wants to hire a private investigator, but Don firmly says no. As a gift for being good, Don brings a TV in the basement for Sarah and Marie. Later on, Sarah has a second baby, a baby boy Michael. One night, Sarah makes her terrifying life story into a bedtime story filled with princesses and knights that she tells to her kids. Chris visits the house again, asking around for Sarah. Her sister Amy tells him the truth. Realizing that Don lied to Chris, they talk about how horrible he has always been to Sarah. Amy is afraid that Don might have killed her, citing his personality and bad temper in the past. To make the time go by, Sarah creates imaginary adventures for her children to help them forget the outside world. In the meantime, Don is confronted with his lies by Amy and Irene. A horrible fight ensues. Furious, Irene yells that she'll do everything in her power to find her daughter. During their fight, Don drops his keys on the armchair. Amy takes the keys and goes around to the basement to look for clues. Don finds her, gets his keys back, and fights with Amy. She is mad, afraid, and blames him for causing Sarah's disappearance. As time passes by, Sarah has another baby boy who she names Thomas. Being nice and calm, Sarah convinces Don to take the third baby upstairs. She persuades him by explaining that there is no room for another baby in the basement and that she doesn't have the time to take care of it. The baby is left on the house's porch to be found by Irene. In a heartfelt note in the baby basket, seemingly written by Sarah, she writes that this is her baby and that she wants it to be raised by Irene. In the letter, she explains that she and her boyfriend don't have the means to take care of the baby. In the basket, there is also another note from Sarah pleading for help. Unfortunately, Don is the one who discovers it and assaults her again. The years go by. In captivity, the children develop an extraordinary imagination, expanding their mom's bedtime story.